debates with Paddy Crumlin from the ACTU.
Thanks, Laura. I'm surprised to get the invitation. As the great Marx said, that's Groucho Marx. Who'd want to enter a club? Who'd want to belong to a club that'd have someone like me as a member anyway? But I'll make a couple of quick points. I mean, if we're going to talk about productivity and fiscal engineering, we've got to tackle the political problem in the country, which is we've got a bunch of states that have got very partisan views in politics that are elected mainly every 4 years, and we've got a national government that barely goes 3 years. So say in my sector of ports planning, how do you develop, say, the movement of a major area of infrastructure into an area of investment, be able to do it in a functional fashion, be able to do it with capital productivity and labour productivity, and be able to dance around a bunch of tribal chieftains that at any time may change their mind. Now, if we're going to be serious about a big idea coming out of this, we've got to challenge ourselves. I think it's quite easy how we deal with the underlying fiscal problems. We've got to deal with infrastructure. And we haven't got a sovereign wealth fund due to the great political leadership in this country over many, many decades. We've never been able to achieve that. But we have been able to come close to it with infrastructure spending through superannuation. So we've got a fiscal package. We've got to be able to tender the right way. We've got to make sure that there's a national overview and a national grid. We've got to move to bipartisan commitments across the board, or otherwise we're not going to be able... And there's many things infrastructure could be defined as housing. There's an asset, there's a return, there's a social. People want to do it if it's quality.
How does it
and
relate
go
to
in
fiscal
there.
policy, though, Paddy?
Because the funding is coming out of the private sector. It's coming out of the combined savings of working men and women in superannuation. It's doing it in a fashion, Laura, that's saying people are prepared to invest in annuity and into their community infrastructure because they're improving the quality of their life at the same time as they're securing their retirement income. And if we're going to be serious, we need to make those linkages between the public policy, both state and federal, COAG. If we wanted to have a Royal Commission, have a Royal Commission into COAG and the lack of productivity. I'll finish up. You know, we need to be serious about operating in a national grid of infrastructure. We've only got the same population as the greater population of Los Angeles. They've got another 3 million, and we need to get a move on. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Peter Whiteford to talk from the Crawford School of Public Policy. Peter?
Thanks very much.